I decided that I don't get enough punishment from making myself watch horrific things or out of context things or just anything. I'm not having a bad enough time. You know what I need to do is I need to run the risk of making my entire audience hate me. I don't think that I have particularly controversial opinions. I think it'll be okay, but still, I don't know. This is kind of terrifying. You might be like, oh, Matthew, why would you do this? And then somehow you'll all mobilize just to get my YouTube account closed. All because I didn't like a song that you might like. See, I say that jokingly, but I feel like it could happen. Maybe not from this video, and maybe not to me, but to someone. So since I finished HAZBIN Hotel and I even started watching Hell of a Boss, I was trying to work out what could I do to really to do more fun HAZBIN Hotel content. And as we all know, all of you are absolutely dying to hear my opinions on everything. They dictate every moment of your waking life and you're like, damn, I just really need to see how Matthew would sort the HAZBIN Hotel songs into a list. So I'm doing it. Don't you worry your pretty little face. I do have a minor problem. I did go through them before, but there's just like the stills. They don't have the names, and I'm pretty sure I know which is which. And they're in order, so that's helpful. But if I mislabel one, I sincerely... No, you know what? I'm not even going to apologize. If I mislabel one, deal with it. First thing, though, is we need to name the tiers. You would think maybe Matthew would do this before, but, you know, thought it'd be fun. You could join in. Not really, this isn't live. But the one tier I know I want the name of is the S tier, because I liked that Serpentius reference, because Serpentius is an S tier character. Anyone who disagrees is wrong. I heard that noise. Are you nodding or are you shaking your head, Felicity?
I'm nodding.
I don't have to fire her. and for D tier, I do like Rip, you know? Rip, because they're dead, get it? Dead. Kill the song. No, I'm not that passionate. I want to actually make clear that as far as these tiers go, I think they're going to be like relative to each other, because I don't think any HAZBIN Hotel song is bad. I really, really don't. But there are definitely some that are better than others and not as good when you compare them to what you could have. Right? Now, Felicity, this is all on you, okay? Name the C tier. Give me name right now. Right now. Now, Felicity. I put a J there and we're gonna stick with it. Adj. I'm gonna go with, what's for like the mid one, you know, it's kind of, I'm just gonna go like, yeah, alright, yeah, sweet. An A will be, I don't know, what's between,
Fire.
Yeah. Fire. So, our easy to understand and definitely legitimate ranking system is fire in brackets hell, yeah, Aj, and Rip. And I hope that you all sincerely and fully understand exactly what I mean by that. This video is a fucking disaster. Should we go just in order? Yeah. Was Happy Day in Hell... See, that one has the title. That's really helpful. If only they all did that. Was Happy Day in Hell really the first? Damn. I liked Happy Day in Hell. It was an introduction to Charlie for me, you know? And it was the first song, the very first time that I said that Charlie sounded like a Disney princess, and she damn well did sound like a Disney princess. But see, now I'm just thinking again already in comparison to the others, because I'm like, you know, where do I put Happy Day in Hell when there's songs like Poison? Spoiler alert, Poison is definitely in this. You know what, I'm just gonna start, just so we have things that Poison. Okay, Happy Day in Hell. That's right. Man, I thought this was going to be easy and I'm already like struggling to speak. I think I can sum my thoughts up and I'm glad that I have this ranking system because I am going to say, yeah, you know, I wouldn't by any means turn it off and I'm happy to listen to it, but it doesn't make me really sing along. The only part that I really, really like resonated with and remember is her really gritty fuck. That's it. They're like, it's gonna be a fucking... It's so wonderful. That's the best part of that song in my opinion. Now, the second song is, I believe, Hell is Forever. It's a banger. It is. But I don't know what it is. It's kind of weird. Is it me? The song just felt strange in a good way, which I guess isn't a bad thing. It's good, so it's not bad. Oh, wow. Matthew, this is cutting edge commentary. See, but now I already feel weird because I'm like, I want to put it in the fire category. I think that's where it is going to go, but that means that I'm saying Happy Day in Hell is alright. Yeah, that makes sense. Happy Day in Hell is alright, and Hell is Forever is fire. I mean, how can I not put it in fire when he busts out a guitar solo with his mouth, you know? Like any song where a singer legitimately goes, like, yeah, okay, done. Immediately fire. You can't go wrong with that. I need to hear that in like a pop song, that like Post Malone, just in the middle of you're the sunflower. I can get the next one. I remember the name. It's the one the it's the TV guy and Alistair. Called because he Stayed Gone.
Yeah.
Nailed it. So I'm not gonna lie. That's here's where people are gonna murder me. People are gonna murder me.
I'm ready to fight.
It's a good song. It is, and I liked it, but it just didn't, pop for me. Let's use some buzzwords. There wasn't enough zing or pep for me. It didn't. I'll circle back to the other songs. I think that's what I'm going. I'm just beating around the bush on it because I don't want to put my answer to this because I feel like you're all going to fight me. But like, it's just that I can't imagine myself going, I am going to sit down and play Stayed Gone. You know what I mean? It's fine. It's there, So it's not a rip, okay? But I'm sorry, it is an arge. It's an arge. Yeah, I'm already regretting doing this video. I'm 4 songs in and I feel like I need to worry for my safety. Like someone's gonna come to my door in the middle of the night, just knock on it and what the f did you say about Stayed Gone? And that someone is gonna be Felicity.
I'm ready. For me, it's a fire song.
Not a...
You know the whole part where Vox is just talking? They're like, oh, come to the show. Like,
Oh, right, yeah.
I know that whole thing.
I forgot that, see, that's the thing, maybe that's the thing for me, is it was just, parts of it were mildly forgettable. Not too, but it's just like, it just didn't hook me. That's the thing. I think almost every other song, even if I'm not super a fan of them, I can sing them and I can be like, yeah, I like this and, whatever, I'll just bust it out. But that one just, unless it's the Stayed Gone part, and that's it. Okay, well, I'm already ready for the torrent of hate comments, so whatever. I'll just commit. F you! It's a shit song. No, sorry, it's an arge song. Again, I have no idea what the general fan consensus is. It starts with sorry. It was cute. I liked the visuals. The song, not really. I didn't dislike it. It was just fine. It was really, really adorable. And I also liked it as a character developing moment. It was important, a very important song, but I wouldn't put it on. I wouldn't be like, yeah, I want to listen to Let's Start With Sorry. It was okay. Are you hating me for this already?
No, I agree.
Okay, good. Well, that makes me feel a bit more confident because at least if someone's going to try to kill me, they're going to try to kill you too. So we're in the same boat. And you're going to be trying to kill me. So you'll both team up and kill me and then they'll kill you and they'll be the sole survivor and claim my YouTube channel. You kill me, you get my channel. I'm just providing incentive. I don't even need to think about this too much. It's going in the rip. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. It's dead, apparently. It's resting in pieces. Oh, get it? Rest in peace? Like, stop, because I want peace from the song. The next one is Respectless, okay? This song confuses me. I don't ever know exactly how I feel about it. It was one of the first ones I listened to, I'm pretty sure, and the bars just kind of took me off guard, and the sassy accent was incredible, and it did stick in my head, but it's not like up there for me. Like, I don't know if I would make it or even, is it fire? It is fire. The song is fire, but is it fire tier, or is it just But again, I'm thinking about comparatively, like, is it as good as like Poison or Hell is Forever? Does it deserve to be up there? I'm sorry. To be conservative, I'm gonna put it in aight. If there was a tier between alright and fire, I'd put it there. I say that like I can't just create a tier. I could. I'm not going to, but I could. It's just if that upsets you, well, that's just because I'm respectless. I don't respect you. What the hell is that? Oh, whatever it takes. Oh my god. Okay. Gorgeous song. Beautiful voices. And I also loved the message, like the tone behind it. It was really, really sweet. I will say it was a very character-driven song and very character-driven moment for Carmine too. But like, we didn't really see that much or know that much about Carmine. I wasn't like super invested in her story by that point. I was intrigued. I liked the idea of like an overlord demon person in hell going above and beyond just to protect their kids. But like, I didn't know anything about it. I feel like Carmine's had like 8 lines in the entire season, other than 2 songs. But it was a banger. And Stephanie Beatrice's, oh my god, I forgot about her Extreme Highs. It's not an S. Sorry, can't believe I mispronounced that. It's not but I think I'm gonna put it in fire. Yeah. Hello? Yeah, I just doesn't feel right for this, you know? So yeah, okay, fire. You seem like you disagree.
I didn't really like that song.
Wow.
I'm gonna get fired, oh my god.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that passionate about defending it, but I just thought it was real beautiful. And I feel like that's also kind of the case with More Than Anything for me. Like, it was just really beautiful and unexpectedly so. I don't know, like, I started watching HAZBIN and I expected the songs to be like bouncy and weird and kind of there for character-driven moments, but it was just, okay, what is this? It's really heartfelt and intense. At least the next one is like tremendously. I didn't even need to think about it. There's zero thought, none at all. Rip. I'm kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. Yeah. It's absolutely an S. There's no doubt about it. To the point that Loser Baby just became a shower song, okay? Poison is a song I'm constantly singing to. I liked Poison so much that I actually used it as a reference track when I went to the studio to like work on some new music stuff. I was like, I kind of like this song. Let's do it something like this. And Loser Baby, like, I loved Keith David's voice, and I actually didn't really know that I'd heard him sing before. I knew that I'd watched The Princess and the Frog, and I knew Keith David was in The Princess and the Frog, but I didn't put those two together. And I was just like, yeah, I've listened to Princess and the Frog songs because I watched the movie, but no, I haven't heard Keith David sing. The only thing I know him from is Rick and Morty and the later seasons of Community. But hearing him there, goddamn, the man has one of the most beautiful voices on the planet. And also, it was just freakishly adorable, the song. I loved it through and through. Now, Hell's Greatest Dad. The most memorable thing for me about listening to that song was that I said, oh, this sounds like something Living Tombstone would make. And then it turns out that Sam Haft like wrote a whole bunch of songs for HAZBIN Hotel and produced a whole bunch of songs for HAZBIN Hotel. And I didn't know that. I felt really proud that I just happened to guess that that was the sound. But the song itself, I don't know. It's fun, it's interesting, and I really like the back and forth between Lucifer and Alistair, but there's only 2 specific moments I remember, and that is Champagne Mountains and Caviar Fountains, that bit that made me think it sounded like the Genie song from Aladdin, and when Alistair goes, you could almost call me Dad. Those are the 2 bits, that's it. But it did have a bit of a bop, you know, but I'm just really not that passionate about it, and I'm aware that I have to put some songs on the lower tiers, right? I think that's what's making me feel okay about this, is like, no matter what you say, no matter how angry you get, I have to put some on the lower tiers, right? So if you feel bad about where I'm putting things, just think, oh, well, he just had to put them there. He doesn't really feel that way about them. This is just what he had to do. So it's going in Arj. You know, I'm not... Oh, God, are you gasping?
I disagree.
Do you have a weapon on you at the moment?
I don't think you would.
Do you have a weapon on you?
It's Jeremy Jordan!
But he's also in other songs, and I loved his voice in More Than Anything. I didn't have a problem with the vocal delivery. The vocal delivery was wonderful. It was good. It was well done. It's just... I'm sorry, Felicity. However, the next one is More Than Anything. And this was, like, honestly, just fucking gorgeous. Not even just, like, for HAZBIN Hotel. As far as, like, musical songs that are in musicals and sound like they're songs that belong in musicals, like, it's up there. I like it a lot. And it's going right in the tier. Loved it. Are you gasping? Really?
Yeah.
What? Also... Well, see, that's the thing. I really, really, really liked Jeremy Jordan's voice, and it was on f***ing show in that song. My God. And their harmonies, like, and also, again, the subject matter, it's just so sweet having them, like, reunite. I loved it so much. It made me, like, so unreasonably happy when I watched it and listened to it, so I can't not put it in S. oh God, welcome to heaven. I have no clue what people think about this. You know, it's fine. It's funny. That's the thing. It's a funny song that really just showcased heaven, I guess. And they're like, everybody's hot, you know, I liked it. It was funny. You can hear me beating around the bush to getting to the point. I'm just going to keep it was funny, you know, it was good job. But anyway, it engaged me and it did its job as a song and as an intro to heaven. I just didn't care for it. You know, I'm sorry. It was fine. It was also like a minute long, so there wasn't that much of it. I feel like they could have done a whole lot with it, but it kind of just was there, you know? So unfortunately, and ironically, it's going in the rip section. Because you rip, you die, you go to heaven, and then you hear that song. This next one, man, the next one, you didn't know, this is probably the song that I am the most clueless on. I don't know how I feel. Because it's good, it's interesting. It really gave me Lin-Manuel Miranda vibes, which wasn't a bad thing. It's just, I don't know what sticks out to it. Although Em and Charlie doing that combined bit that's like, da 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 da, then heaven must be a lie, is so good. But I don't think I don't think it tops for me, you know? But it is really, really interesting. I'm gonna, this is hard. This should be easy. All I'm doing is putting things in fucking boxes. And you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna get controversial with this, actually. I was gonna put it in fire, but I think I might put it in art. There are sections of it, if I could like splice out the sections and allocate those tiers, parts of it would absolutely be in fire. Some might even be in but as a whole, it's going in art. Because I think of it, and even though I like it and I like its construction, I just don't feel much towards it. Does that make sense? What the hell is... Oh, that's Carmine. Oh, that's Out for Love. You didn't really like this one, right? No. See, that to me would have been a controversial opinion. I thought that this was awesome. Neither am I. I'm not attached to her at all, but it was just a banging song. I really liked the melody, the construction of it all, and also liked them two fighting together. I did wish that we heard Vaggie singing it, because I don't really think she did at all, but them singing together would have been cool. She might have had little bits, but I really don't think so. Yeah, I don't think she did at all. Because I remember thinking, oh, I wish that Stephanie Beatrice was singing in this too. But is it fire? It might. For me, honestly, it might be I think it might be, because it's just a bop in all the best ways. And I'm also, I guess, what I'm factoring into this with my ranking is, what did I walk around my apartment singing, and what did I try to belt in the shower? And Out for Love was absolutely one of them. How can you not with the low, whoa, 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 whoa? It's amazing. Yeah. I've talked myself into it. It's going in at the moment, there are more songs than any other category.
As there should be.
Yeah, I mean, true, but I feel bias. That's a very generous laugh. I appreciate it. Ready for this? Man, you know, it was okay. The one thing that I very vividly remember about it was the weird song switch in the middle of it. It like completely changed its sound and everything about it just in the middle like that. And I didn't hate that. It was actually like really interesting, but it felt like two completely different songs, to be honest. And neither of them did I really like particularly resonate with. They were okay. The best part of that whole sequence was absolutely Charlie cussing out Susan. Like, she was frustrating me, and hearing Charlie swear like that at someone and lose her cool, loved it. Character defining moment. Unfortunately, it's just going in the rip. It's just, you know, another reason that it might be in the rip is that it has to do with the freaky ass cannibals, and, you know, I don't want them to rip me apart. So I'm putting them in the rip pile. That was a stretch, but whatever. This is the reprise of More Than Anything. But see, I have an issue with this. I liked it. I did. It was just like fucking 40 seconds. Why do that to me? We went through a whole HAZBIN Hotel series, and did we get Vaggie and Charlie singing? No. For 40 fucking seconds, they sung there. That's it. Look at all the other songs. Where did they sing? They didn't. No, but Vaggie had a song, sort of, with Carmine. Two songs with Carmine. See, it's not that I didn't like the song, but the reason, to be honest, that I kind of take issue with it is that it gives me bad memories. You know, it makes me think of what we could have had, but didn't. So, unfortunately, it's going pretty low down, I think, just because they could have given us a whole thing. I would have loved to see it extended, or maybe I would have liked it more if we got Vaggie and Charlie singing it all, but we didn't. They didn't even sing about their relationship drama. You know, we only got this tiny little segment where they made up and made out. So, I don't think it's quite in a rip pile, because I still like it, but because of the bad feelings associated with it, it's Arj. Arj. So the last one is the last song. The last song of the show. What's it called? The Show Must Go On. Right? Oh, God, deciphering my feelings on this is going to be difficult. Maybe it's just me. Do you like it? Well, you like it a lot?
Yes.
See, I think there's a couple things with it that kind of make me put it more into a mid category, to be honest. It also feels like a bunch of different songs. There's a bit less cohesion with that. I did really like the weird reprise that Alistair did right at the end, like the Stayed Gone reprise. That was cool. And while the harmonies were really beautiful, I just felt like they kind of could have done a bit more with the song. For something that was like right at the end, meant to be this big finale surge, it kind of just was like, okay for me. And while it had its really sweet moments, like, oh my God, Rip Serpentious. No, sorry, not Rip Serpentious. Percentious. So Percentious? Oh my God. It just didn't really hit for me overall. And another factor is probably that all the ones that I've put in S tier, I think are just incredible standalone songs that don't really need much else. They're just fun and beautiful and wonderful and things I would just like press play and listen to on repeat. But I honestly, with The Show Must Go On, I can only really remember Lucifer's part and Alistair's part. I don't remember too much of the rest of it. It was fine, but in my opinion, a bit too, like, musical exposition. Or I guess, is there a word for, like, exposition at the end? Like, musical epilogue? Prologue? Which is before? Epi or pro? Pros before? Yeah. Musical epilogue. And while this isn't related to the song, it did also raise a couple of plot holes for me. Like, why were they so concerned with the state of the hotel and building the hotel when, like, they could just go and do it? They literally click and build the fucking hotel, and yet they have scaffolding and they're like nailing stuff and giving Nifty a screwdriver or something, which is the worst decision anyone has made in this entire show, and doing all this manual labor instead of just done, painted, oh, there you go, there's the hotel. Like, you literally have Lucifer, the all-powerful being, and his daughter. Use your powers. Anyway, it's not song related, but it is a thing. It's what I think of when I think of that song. I'm just avoiding putting it in the pot. I'm sorry. It's gonna be in one of the bottom two tiers, but I don't quite think it's a rip. Because it's good, and there are interesting parts, and it is cute. I really, really like the way that everyone, like, comes together to pick up Charlie when she's feeling bad about, like, being responsible for the death, which is nonsense. Because, like, if someone's committing a genocide, you don't go, I should have stopped them better. The person who's committing the genocide is the problem, right? And on that note, Arj. Well, what do we think of that? 4 in the... Only 2 in fire. That was the... Because I think if I felt real passionate about something, I think it was that kind of seemed to be the theme with me and HAZBIN. Like, if it hit, oh god damn did it hit. Man, I feel like I'm gonna get flamed for the fact that, like, Hell is Forever is in there, but, like, Hell's Greatest Dad is in Arj, and Stayed Gone is in it. People... But I'm realizing as well, I'm noticing that the stuff that's in this tier and the fire tier are mostly just faster songs. Other than More Than Anything, and whatever it takes. And although I do say Hell's Greatest Dad, that's fast as shit, so that's okay. So that's the end. I'm gonna leave that sitting there so that y'all can just take screenshots now and draw various notes in the side, and tell me how awful I am. You know what? I'll even just put in a clean green screen shot. Here you go. It's a green screen of me, and here's a green screen of me with the chart so that you can edit that however you like. I'll do some poses. There you go. Or like, and then you can edit them however you want. Use them to shit on me however you want. And that's cool. Actually, Actually, you know what? I want to start as many flame wars in the comments as I can. So if you feel so inclined, leave a comment with your most controversial hot take. I want everyone to pile on and tell you you're awful and wrong, okay? You could be like, yeah, Poison's the worst song ever. Loser Baby? Oh, only losers listen to that song. Tell me. And I'll flame you too. I'll be there. I'll be ready to fight. I'm taking up arms in the flame wars.
Me too.
Yeah. And the last thing is, please don't come to my house and kill me. If you could avoid that, that would be great, but I guess I understand if it's just something you gotta do. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this regardless, even if you hate me and my takes now. And I'll see you next time for the next time I shit on something you love.